Hey yo, the real story of LG continues. You heard? We bringing you that real Brooklyn history. We bringing you those real Brooklyn facts. Once again, this series is not to glorify any crime. It's not to promote the criminal lifestyle. It's to tell you what crack cocaine did to the ghettos of America and what drugs and guns did to our communities. And it's also to document some of the great times dudes managed to have as kids growing up in these war zones out in Brooklyn. You heard? So pay attention and let's learn something.
And when I pointed at the window, one of them dudes was on the side of the house, maybe side porch or whatever, and they let one go. Boom. Hit me in my shoulder, like my neck and my shoulder.
Being that it's the Bro Nut birthday, you feel what I'm saying? I don't want to skip around because I know it's a lot of history in Connecticut and you was out there for years. But one particular story you told me, to me, defines exactly what type of friendship you and the bro had, man. So, you know what I mean? What happened in Connecticut when y'all got into beef with some Mount Vernon dudes?
Yeah. It was some Mount Vernon cats out there, that I knew for a while. We was cool at one point. They was doing their 1-2, I was doing my 1-2.
How you knew them though? Like you met them out there?
Yeah, they was out in Connecticut and they came out there to meet your people hanging out, seeing them, started kicking it. And we got cool, we was alright. I see them through passing, we got cool. And then one time they had a building. We had a building and they lived on the second floor and I was on the first floor, and we was moving out of there, and it was cool. It was on the second floor. They people come see him on the side door, my people come on the front door. It was all love, It was all cool back then. But times has changed and as things went on, situations change and money changes,
So y'all was getting money. Y'all was getting money out the same building.
In the same building
with the same shit with crack.
Yep. Same shit, dog. Same shit, same building. And they was on the second floor. I was on the first floor. Unheard of, right? But that's the type of. It was cool. We grew a lot right there in the hallway playing dice. People come in every day. People with my people, and it was a good thing about it. But I was thinking at that time, okay, this is a good thing. And I used that as a strategy. So where if I'm out of town or I'm going to handle, I'm going there, they still come into that same location, see the people. And then like, no one's there, now they going elsewhere. Or they got to go find somebody else across town. Nah, because one of us going to get it. And that's how I was thinking, That's how I was thinking, that's how I was moving at that time. I was like, it's always going to be a constant, they're going to come. If I don't have, they have, they don't have. And there's going to be days when they gone. And I'm there or getting it. So, it worked out. That's how I was thinking about it. But then, we ended up going our separate ways. And as time went on, they had a spot like 2 blocks down, and I had one around the corner. So, I guess that right there was a situation. So I was like, damn, we was in the same building at one time. Fuck. But, things happened and they started messing with my little crew I had out there, Because it was like they would bring mad different cats down from Mount Vernon. Every other 2 weeks they got new dudes coming down. So you know how that come. They don't respect the code that me and they peoples that brought them down there, because now they ain't even out there like that. Because, you start bringing the crew like that out of town, you don't got to be out there. You ain't got to put that foot patrol down. They probably laying up in Mount Vernon. Respect. I respect that. That's how you want it, But you got to respect, come on, you got to let these dudes know they can't be running wild out there now and doing this and now coming at me and my people. Nah, check that. But, everybody don't think like that. Everybody don't move like that. So what happened was, I ain't like the way that was going down, so I went by my spot to check my doors out. It was, let me see what's going on down here. And when I'm peeping out the window, dog, I see like a lighter flickered. Like, what the fuck? My favorite word last night. What the fuck? I'm like, yo, peeping out the window, and I had the hammer with me. And lucky he had one of them cheap ass lighters, kid, like the 50-cent lighters or something. That shit was clicking like him. He wasn't on point, nigga. That shit, I seen it. I was like, yo, he lit the car till he finally lit. But he couldn't really get it off. Because when I spit one at him, he like dropped it right there, but it went like on the grass and caught on fire through the shade, like the side of the house.
What you mean? You threw a shot through the window?
Yeah, I had to. If I didn't, he would have let that cocktail go. So I let one through the window just to, get him up out of here. Bam. And he dropped it, but when he dropped it, the flames just came to his house. So now, the shot went off. The police got, that's a crime scene now. So my shit all fucked up now. It happened, a real breakout, before they got there, whatever. The men that lived there handled it, but the fire department had to come, and now they see that shit on the floor. That's a crime scene, So I'm like, damn, so my shit all twisted now. So then, after they leave, a few hours later, I go to their joint, I go to their joint, I'm like, yo, see that shit, now let's air it out. I let it out, you know what I mean? Because now I blew their joint up. They blew my joint up, now I blew their joint up. Now the police over there.
What you mean? You went over there and clapped they shit up?
Yeah, I clapped the whole house up. I shot all the windows out, everything. I clapped the whole shit up.
Wait, it was a different spot that they was getting money in?
Yes, they came to my spot earlier with that cocktail shit. You know what I mean? So they had a spot 2 blocks around the corner from me. So my shit all fucked up. I'm closed down for 4 or 5 hours while the boys is there doing what they gotta do. As soon as they left, no more than 30 minutes, I went over there. And now the same dudes that left me, they were probably over there investigating over there. Now they shit all twisted. I'm like, fuck it, they ain't gonna, that's how it's going down. They blew my shit up, they shit blown up now. So now the next day, I come outside, and I'm going with my mans and them, and I walk by their joint. I walk by their spot. And, you know what I mean? I'm like, bluffing them. Really, I was really at that point, they ain't know, but I was bluffing at that time. Remember, I just aired the joint out. I got the hammer with no shells. Big mistake. And I'm walking, and I was talking to my man, he was like, yo, I'm coming down. I'm gonna bring some joints, some shells down. I said, all right, cool. Stay in the house. I don't listen. I go out the house, I'm walking by, and I see them peeking out the window. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I said, come outside. Come on, let's, you know what I mean? And then I see them peeking, but what I do, biggest mistake, I pull out my joint. Ain't nothing in it. The fuck I'm doing that for? No big mistake. And when I pointed at the window, one of them dudes is on the side of the house, maybe side porch or whatever, and they let one go. Boom. Hit me in my shoulder, like my neck and my shoulder. He did what he had to do, I played myself, And when I hit him, when I did that, raise it, I just felt the shit go on my neck. I was like, what the fuck, damn. So I grabbed the hammer off the floor, and I ran to the side. Luckily, he let only one shot. You know what I mean? But cool, I went to the hospital, did what I had to do. I'm in there now. Not coming down now, remember? Now he hears that I got touched. He's furious now. He's like, what the fuck happened? I told him to stay in the house, yada yada. But situation happened, that happened. Nothing came down, Was there maybe like, 3 hours? 3 hours? Quick, he called me, said, yo, I'm here, bro. I told you to stay in the fucking house. The next thing you know, I get a phone call, yo, I'm gone. Love, bro. Get better. I'll see you when you get back to New York. And then after that, like 20 minutes later, I'm getting cuffed to the bed. Nigga, like, what the fuck going on out there? So, they knew the situation. They knew what's going on. The house to my house to this one to this one. I got hit there. They put the pieces together. They know. There's a war going on. So when I was cuffed to the bed and I got that phone call, put one and one together, this nigga went out and handled what he did. What he did. And that's the type of dude he was. That's how he rolled. You fam. You come and handle, he handled. You know what I mean?
And what you said he did when he got down there?
When he came down there, he went to the spot. He went looking for them. So he went to the spot. Once again, these niggas don't come out. They wasn't coming out. They were just, he did it. Like, when a situation with me, he got lucky and I got lucky. Because I'm lucky because I'm alive. And I'm lucky that he just did a pop shot. Like, from mad far. That's why I know it didn't do too much damage from mad far, but it went in. And he just did a pop shot and got lucky, bro. So when it happened, homie nut comes down and like trying to make them come out. They ain't coming out. They're MIA. They don't gone. But somebody was in the crib because he was hustling. So he knocked on the door. He was like, yo, let me get set up. And he was like, no, ain't nobody here. And he knew it was open because he just let it go. He did the same thing I did to the joint. Just tore the whole house up. And luckily, nothing happened in that situation. But he just came down, that his presence was felt. Wherever he went, his presence was felt, and he made it felt. You know what I mean?
So that nigga just came down to Connecticut, came up to Connecticut, shot the crib up that the niggas was in that shot you, and went back to New York.
And went right back on the train and left me a hammer and some extra shells and said, yo, tell us nigga to make sure when you pull that shit out, make sure you got shells and shit. You know what I mean? Which is right. Which is right. You know, which is right. And I made a big mistake. You know, I bluffed myself, kid. You know, that's why I said, you don't, you know, the things ain't, you know, I don't recommend it. But, you know, when you're doing what you're doing, you know, you don't bluff with that. You don't play with those, man, you know. When you do shit like that, you know, it's crazy, son. And that's the shit that we thought was normal, you know, back then. You know, just living like that, yeah, I made it, though.
Yeah, that's that Brooklyn shit, though, like backing out hammers all the time. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, in Brooklyn, niggas, everybody just quick to back out a hammer.
I backed it out, and I bluffed myself. And not only I bluffed myself, you know, I'm like, these niggas pussy. But, you know, when a scared nigga like that, they scared. They gonna, you know, a scared nigga's always a scared nigga, you know? It's always a scared nigga, you know, that you know, that's sober, kid, you know, they let it go. And he did, they did their thing, you know, I give him that. But, you know, he did what he's supposed to do. I ain't gonna say he did his thing, because, you know, whatever, I played myself in that situation. And that's a learning experience I always learn. You pull that thing out, you better be able to let it go. I mean, straight up. Another note is the Bill birthday, and that was just one situation where, like, and I talked about that because that's like, you know, where when you need him, whether it's good or bad, whether, you know, we rolling just to go to the clubs, which we had many nights of those, or it's time to get busy, he's gonna get busy. That's the type of dude he was. We said last time about the love we had. Of course he got the pressure, and never put the pressure. Because he moved off a nigga, I'd rather nigga fear me than respect me, because if they respect me, you know, nigga take advantage of that shit and do fuckboy shit to you and do dumb shit. Cause they be like, oh man, that's my man, ain't nothing. But nah, you can't violate people like that. You know what I mean? And dude, you can't smack a dude and expect a dude to smack you back. You can't be mad how he react on you. You know, why you smack that man? Now that man came back and stabbed you or do some other shit. Damn, well, you took it too far. Nah, you can't move like that. Nah, every man moves different, man. That's why you gotta watch the situations just around us. You know, and that's how I made it like this. And I always watch my situation, the people I was with. Because your team and your circle defines who you are and how y'all roll. You running with the flunkies, you're gonna be another flunk. You know? And a square can't fit in a circle, bro. You know, a square can't fit in a circle, so, you know, we never had no squares around us. Straight up. You know, that's how we roll. You know, but it's my man's birthday, and you know, I wish he was here 22 long years, last. Damn, yo. 22, man. We had a long history together, man. He's a fly motherfucker, man. I give it to him, boy. The last, you ever seen a nigga iron his socks, yo?
Nigga was ironing his socks?
Yo, lads, you ever seen a dude iron his socks, my nigga? Word.
Nah, my nigga.
Yo, that's the type of dude he was, man. Like, he put his clothes on, he go down to the bottom and like a little piece of linen on it or whatever. Like, he was, like, we used to wear Luke's clothes and all that shit. You know how niggas is moving now? He used to be telling yo, like, you them baggy ass shits, man. Hey, this, man, put this on, man. Make it fit, man. Do this. Like, he was ahead of his time, man. Fly motherfucker, yo. When niggas rocking polo and this and that, he was in Gucci, Fendi, like he was ahead of his time, dog. Way ahead of his time. A fly motherfucker, man. I give it to him. And, you know, he's calling me the pool was like Tito. You know, everybody was Tito. He called everybody Tito. That's his thing. Yo, Tito. Yo, Tito. Yo, Tito. You get around bitches or niggas, who the fuck, which one is Tito? But we all used to call each other Tito after that, kid. You know what I mean?
Why niggas was doing that?
Just to do it. It's just cool. Like, he just started, yo, Tito. He called niggas Tito. You know, yo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Tito. And then it just stuck. And we saw everybody in the hood. Yo, Tito. Everybody was Tito, bro. And they call you Tito, that's like your bro. You know what I mean? It's my bro. That was our circle. You know, he's a trendsetter. He do his thing, you know. We used to go out, have fun, man. You go out with that, you go out with nothing, you're gonna have fun. You go out with nothing, especially with the tunnel days. Lads, remember the tunnel days? It was first 500 chicks in free. You know what that was? The first 500 chicks in free. And we stepping up, what? The hot steppers of the building? Oh, we was hitting home runs, son. We was hitting home runs. If you wasn't hitting a home run in the tunnel, on the first 500 chicks in free, stay home, my niggas. Stay home. We was thinking about the park. But let me tell you some funny stories, lads. Sometimes you take them out the park, you hit a foul ball, kid. I took one out the park, right? We go to the crib, son. And I walk in the crib with Shorty, right? Shorty, my dog going crazy. Had the red nose. Yo, he going crazy. I never seen my dog. Dog is a man's best friend, man. What? So he going crazy on Shorty. And I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this dude, man? He never done it like that. So then I'm like, yo, chill out, whatever. No, let me fast forward a little bit. Prior to that, we leaving. She's like, yo, you got some Hennessy? You got some Johnson? Yeah, I got all that. You got some Bud? You got some? Yeah, I got all that. Baby, straight. Get to the crib now. Now we at my crib, right? So my dog going crazy. I go in my room with Shorty, and I close my door. My dog going crazy on my door now. I'm like, yo, this shit up. I'm about to whip his ass. You know what I mean? I put him in the bathroom. He ain't had no more fight in him. He was like, you on your own now. He was like, fuck that, you on your own. So now he calmed down. I'm in the crib with Shorty. I pour her a drink and we drinking. She ain't drinking. I know this is after. But when my shit, after it happened, I noticed it. So I'm like, yo, she ain't drinking really. Then I light the blunt. She ain't really puff and give it right back. I'm like, this bitch ain't even a smoker. But I ain't thinking about that at that time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm thinking about. So whatever happened. We do us. And in the process of doing us, I had the chain on, right? The chain was smacking her in the face. She was like, yo, take that chain off. I was like, nah, I don't take this chain off. I don't do that. So, whatever. And then after that, I was already drinking, sipping, smoked the whole one to the face because she ain't smoked. Now, as I woke up like 4 hours later, she was gone. I'm like, what the fuck? I look around. I look for my car keys. They was gone. How? She took the motherfucking Lex, nigga, and broke out. She took the whip. I woke up, mind you, it was raining when we was coming in. When I came out, it was a dry spot right there, so I just missed her. I was like, damn it. Yo, I let my dog out. My dog looking at me like, dumb fuck. I try to warn you, like, he sensed that shit on my dog. He sensed that she was evil, son. He sensed that she was evil. So check it out. So now, I'm like, I feel like a sucker now. I'm like, damn. I call the police, I do my report and shit. They don't want to redo it for 24 hours. They're like, yo, she was with me. That's a friend. She might bring it back. I said, yo, I don't know this girl. So mind you, right? Long story short, I get some phone calls. I was answering phone. I was missing. I get a phone call from my man. My man called me. I answered phone. My man, I was telling you, the kid that I met uptown. Remember I told you about the tire situation?
Yeah.
Him. There's a big homie. So I get a phone call. He said, you dumb fuck. He said, you always chasing pussy, huh? You always chasing pussy, huh? I said, what the fuck? He said, yeah, you want your car back, right? I'm like, well, what the fuck? He's like, yo, she took it to the Bronx. And she worked. That was her shit. She was getting cars and getting niggas back then. Like, this ain't her first rodeo. And she locked them to sleep and all that and take their whips and take it to the chop shop in the Bronx and was selling the cars. You feel me? So they had a little scam going on. So now, when she took it there, I had a picture of me and my man in the glove compartment. That's why it's good to know niggas and move right and all that. So they had the doors off, the man told me. He was stripping it, breaking it down, taking it for parts, whatever they was doing. And how Shorty, he seen a picture of my man. And then he called my man and said, I got this car, yada, yada, yada. And the picture's in it, but the Spanish dude in it. He said, that's my man. They put the doors back on that bitch. My man called me, said, go to Jimmy's Cafe in the Bronx. The car be parked, if they do there, give him $500.
Where you said you had the chick at? You had it in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I took her to Brooklyn, man. I took her from the tunnel to Brooklyn. And then she left, she got my joint in Brooklyn and got me and went to the Bronx. But she was an uptown chick though, she was from uptown. And then I caught a nut. The next day when my man hit me, come get my whip, he was like, yo, get a kid $500 for driving your car there. You know what I mean? Get a kid $500 for driving your car there because it might be stolen. You know what I mean? You report it stolen, take a chance of getting your whip back, nigga. Give me $500. You good. Which I did. So Nut drive me up there to get the motherfucking car, man. He was clowning me the whole fucking way, my nigga. Like, like damn, Then ever since after that last, when I'm with a chick or whatever, she go to Babel, I take my wallet, my keys, and throw it way in the middle of the mattress. I lift that bitch up, I lift that mattress up and slide it way in the middle. The car keys and the wallet. You got to get me out the bed to get this shit. You know what I mean? I learned my lesson, kid. And then we go get it. And then I remember I told you prior that we saw her again and tried to get my mans in them. And then my man tried to get her. I was with my man Jay, and Jay tried to get her. Like he was about to cut the chick and all that. You know, he was about to cut the chick and all that. The chick drove off. He hang out the sunroof of the car. She drove like a light down. It was ugly, son. He drove like a light down. And then luckily he ain't cut her. You know, because the next light, the police pull up and they see the nigga hanging out the car. She looking crazy. She looking crazy. You know what I mean? They carjacking her. And what she said was, she tell the police, I don't know him, I don't know him, I don't know him. Then I come to the scene. I'm like, officer, man, that ain't what you seen, man. My man was talking to her, and she sped off and drove. My man grabbed the top of the car and drove off. But she was, you know, he said, look, yeah, I don't know him, I don't know them. But they're about to lock my boy up. This is real shit. They're about to lock him up. And I pulled the cops to the side. I said, officer, I'm going to tell you the real deal. My man was talking to her, and because of the situation that happened to me in her book. She said, I don't know him. I said, officer, you tell her to stand up and lift her side, lift her shirt up right here. She has a whole tattoo, like a tiger, like a whole tiger going on her body. He did that, my nigga. And when she did it, he saw it. She knew she was lying. She said she don't know me from nowhere, right? How does man know you got a tattoo? And when I told him the story, it matches up. And he seen how they was dressed. He said, oh, this is the MO straight dude. You know what? You and your man get up out of here. I'll handle this with them. And she was mad. How y'all letting them go? They try to... Man, listen, man, we got up out of there. My man got lucky on that one. He got lucky on that one. I say happy birthday to my boy, man. If you know you was here, we'll do it big again, man, like we always did. And everybody that knew my boy, knew when he stepped into place, his presence was felt. If you was with him, hanging out with him, you're gonna have a good time. I met some good dudes with that, man. You know? Especially my man from Roosevelt. I ain't seen him in a long time, my man Prince, man. If you see this joint, man, salute to my man. I met him through Nut, man. Good dude, man. Prince, man. He loves Nut, man. If you listen to this, I'm sure he is. He's gonna get the word. Mikey said, what up, bro? It's been a long time. You know what it is. And it's for my man Nut. Yo, it's like, that's my dog, man, you know? And everybody that knew him knew what it was, man. You know? They knew what it was, you know what I mean? And his presence was felt. Good or bad, you gonna feel the presence. But, you know what I mean? He was big thin on that. You know? And always kept dudes on their toes. You around Nut? He kept dudes on their toes, you know? That's how he was. You know, and we was doing this before Instagram. You know, we was outside. Like, we was every borough to borough, they knew who we was, son. They knew. I met a lot of real good dudes through Nut, man. You know? And for people to say, oh, he was arrogant, he was this year, but he was around some good steppers, man. He met some real steppers that respected him. You know, that respected my boy. You know? And he wasn't fronting, that was just him. That was his persona. That's who he was. He used to tell, like Jim Jones. Jim Jones told the story. I was there, man. That Jim Jones joint was nothing pulled up. And they was looking at him crazy. And Freaky Zeke and him like, who you? He lifted his shirt up, lifted the coochie up. He had two hammers. He said, my name is N-U-T. He didn't even say nothing. He said, my name is N-U-T. And you know, N-U-T, that give a dude a few seconds like, N-U-T, especially drinking. And they puzzle face. They trying to spell what the fuck he just spelled in their mind. He on their neck. Funny shit. They was like, yo, and they respected it. And you see Jim told that story. He said, yeah, I remember my man Nut. Yeah, so he remembered his name. You know, so that's the type of dude he was, man. And we was doing it before Instagram, before Snapchat, all that. You know, they knew who he was. You know, and back then you have to be out there like that. Now you can just punch a button, front, text wars, all that crazy shit, tweets and all that. Nah, you was outside before. You had to put up a shut up. And that's what we did, man. So happy birthday to my boy. Salute. Love you. You missed by many, kid. Straight up, man. LG for life, baby. Yeah, and I also want to big up to my bro, Fruit, a.k.a. Ghostface. It's from his bro, Puerto Rican Mikey, man. A.k.a. Ray. Because of this LG story, kid. This LG story, man. Taking it off like the purple tape, kid. Feel me?
It's a fact. And yo, you know what else too? We forgot to mention, man. I ain't know you was down with that Gemini gang. I found out you got the same. Gemini, June 16th. When's your birthday? My shit is the 12th.
Yeah, I'm the 16th, baby.
And the flu shit is the 13th, so we Gemini Gang City in here. And dudes don't know, you got the same exact birthday as Pac. Same year, same day, everything.
Word, same day, month, and year, kid. Word. And you know what I always say to myself? Yo, I wish I could meet that dude. Like back then, I wish I could meet that dude and on my birthday night, like in a club in Vegas somewhere, and just be chilling, yo. Show nigga my ID, like, yo. And when you see that shit month, day, and year, I know me and him would have partied all night, kid.
You the Puerto Rican Pac, my nigga. You got the same exact birthday. You the Puerto Rican Pac, my nigga.
Word, so yo, I'm telling you, I used to fuck with Pac on his birthday. Like when I bring the shorty, you know, back then you bring the shorty over and you put that slow shit on and all that. I used to bang chicks off for my nigga Pac, nigga, that song. How do you want it? Remember that shit?
Definitely.
What? Yo, that was my nigga, son. But yo, every birthday, son, I throw one up for Pac. We pop a bottle. That was crazy, though. You know what I mean? And I ain't noticed. You know when I found out? You know when I found that out last? Real talk? When I heard that song, June 1671.
The day
mama pushed me out my womb, told me
to get paid.
No one could understand me. Feel me? So every time my birthday comes, when we go out, my homies, they sing that verse right there, kids. You know what I mean? But it's all love, man. Just happy to be here, man. I'm blessed, man. Wish my dog was here. I wish we was all here. You know, and it's sad because everybody lost, son. And to end this, man, you know, if I want forgiveness, like I made it out, dog, and I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed, and if I want forgiveness, I gotta forgive. You know what I mean? And we all lost in the situation. And shout out to my boy Nut, World, all of them. I forgive, man. I forgive. You know, I gotta move on. We gotta move on. You know, we gotta break that cycle. LG gotta break that cycle that's going on in LG. You know, break that. Like Fook said, break that, because look what's gonna happen. You know, the cycle ain't gonna end, and your uncle gonna see his uncle, your kid gonna see his kid, and your kid gonna grow up saying, "Oh, he killed my daddy." When is it gonna end, bro? That's what the message that me and Fook doing. Feel me? The real LG before all that bullshit. There was history in LG. History. From older guys from us, older guys than us that was out there. Because LG was known as like really stick-up kids back then. We had some real hitters back then in our P's, you know, that was outside, you know, real hitters. And we learned from them, you know, and that's how, you know, they showed us the men that we are. They used to take us to the elevator labs. Remember back in the project, with the lights out in the project, and we survived to the 20th floor down, with no lights on, they pounded us out, 20 floors down. They made us men, man. They made us strong, kid. I respect all them OGs, man. All of them. Word, all of them, son. Yeah, cause LG, let me tell you something, man. LG back in the days, man, it was lit. My man Fleetwood, God bless Fleetwood. The best, you know what I mean? It's more, they stood papers, They gave us jobs and we smoked, we selling papers in the project. But my man Fleet, he was nice with the hand. That's what Hedo talked about before, about that 52. He was nice. Now, I'm not going to say he invented it. I remember you and Hedo had that conversation, you feel me? But he was a forefather, man. I believe he was up there. He's in the archives, kid. You know, and he used to fight this kid named Bolo from Carson Avenue. Bozo from Carson Avenue. Yo, I'm talking about, you know, karate flicks come on at 11 o'clock. They used to come on Saturdays at 11 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whatever time they come on. Mm-hmm. They used to go out there and fight, kid. Him and Bozo from around the corner over this chick. Whatever, you know, free throw at times, whatever. But Bozo was a boxer, man. That was all back in the days, like Rocky and Apollo Creed, son. They used to be out there like fighting, like real, you know, in the park. We're gonna meet at 2 o'clock tomorrow. You know, everybody be outside. All my people in LG, they feeling this, because they know they used to all be outside and watch them. They used to bang, kid, like a boxing match. You know, like boxing, not fighting, not no great shit. Then they shake hands and they bounce. Like they had like 2 or 3 episodes. I remember one episode that Fleetwood knocked the nigga teeth out in the lobby. The nigga went outside, Bozo, and put some ice in his mouth, kid, and came back in the building ready for more. I was like, this dude crazy, yo. But that's the type of days LG was, man. It was all love, man. The dudes fight out there with their hands and handling, you know, and that was LG love, man. It was just episode, just childhood memories. And that was from my LG people right there. And that was our entertainment, kid. That was our entertainment, man. LG for life, baby.